Finally, guys, I think we've actually managed to have a pretty decent week in FPL, as I managed to get 60 points in Game Week 9, and I actually do think there's more points to come because Mohamed Salah should be on course for some bonus points if I am correct. Let me just double check that real quick. Yes, that's right. Mohamed Salah is looking like he's going to get 3 bonus points, which is absolutely fantastic, guys. So that should actually put me on 63 points by the time the bonus points gets added, and I'm not going to lie, things are looking pretty decent. I do think we are on the up for once, alright? I do think I am going to get a green arrow this week, and fingers crossed I do. I was on 900k after Saturday night, and I think after today's games I should be around the similar rank because Mohamed Salah did score. So yeah, things are looking pretty good, and I do think I'll get a green arrow this week, and my transfers did actually pay off this week. You guys know I took out Bukayo Saka, I took out Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I put in Mohamed Salah and 8 Nuri, and both of my transferred in players scored, which is absolutely fantastic, right? So I'm really happy about that. And look, I'll say this, guys, right? We have managed to have a pretty decent week, but there is some things to discuss, and there is some players that need addressing, right? I have to call out some players because quite frankly I've had enough. And we're going to start off talking about that man, right? Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'm absolutely sick of this guy, and I'm going to be honest, he has to go. It's as simple as that. It's another game for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It's another blank for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And quite frankly, I'm absolutely done. I'm fed up. This man is the biggest fraud known to mankind, right? He stinks. Week after week after week, he continues to stink up my team, and I've simply had enough. Because the other players in his price range, like Yohan Wissa, like Chris Wood, like Jamie Vardy, like Raul Jimenez, all of these players that cost around the same price to Dominic Calvert-Lewin continue to score goals week after week after week, while Dominic Calvert-Lewin sits there in my team and continues to stink up the place week after week after week. And quite frankly, I'm done, guys, right? I'm done. I'm sick of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He is an absolute bum of a player. It's simple as that. And I regret my decision so much transferring in this guy. Why on earth did I pick this guy? Someone please tell me why on earth I picked Dominic Calvert-Lewin. This guy stinks, bro. He absolutely stinks. You guys can see I put this guy in my team about game week 5, and since then he's got 2 points, 1 point, 2 points, 2 points, and 2 points. Do you know what that is? That is a man that is on extreme fraud watch. And in fact, no, he's not even on fraud watch. He's just straight up a fraud. It's been declared. He can sit. I'm so done with this guy, bro. I'm so done. 5 games, 5 blanks. I'm sorry, man, but this man needs to be locked up and sent in prison for that, bro. It's a criminal offense. You cannot be in my team stinking up the place for 5 game weeks in a row, right? So I'm going to say this to you guys right now. I literally do not care that this man is playing against Southampton away next. I don't care. I literally don't give a damn, right? I'm done with Calvert-Lewin, right? I'm done. I'm cutting ties with this man. I'm selling this man for game week 10. I'll say that to you guys right now. I do not care. This man is being sold. Even if he's playing against Southampton away next. I simply don't care. Right? I don't give a damn. This guy stinks and I'm done. I need to sell this player so I can be free from the shackles of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'm so done with this guy, right? So he's being sold. I'm telling you guys that right now. He's being sold. I do not care if he's playing against Southampton next. He's gone. Right? Dominic Calvert-Lewin is gone. I've had enough of this guy. And Dominic Solanke is another player that is on extreme fraud watch, bro. I'm going to be honest. Because there's 2 games for Dominic Solanke in my team. And 2 stinky performances for FPL. Are you guys seeing that on your screen? And I've not even watched the highlights yet from the Spurs game. But 0.02 XG is absolutely shocking. You're a number 9 in an Ange Postecoglou system. And you've racked up an XG of 0.02 against Crystal Palace, who have been one of the worst defences in the league. I can't lie, again, this is another player. I've not even had Solanke for long, right? I bought him in for that West Ham at home game. But I can't lie, man, the numbers are not looking good. I need to watch the highlights for this game, but off the numbers and the data, it's not looking good for this man right here. It's not looking good for Dominic Solanke, and again, he's looking like an extreme fraud, I'll be honest. And again, I regret putting this guy in. I really do. I really do. Dominic Solanke, I mean, the two Dominics in my team are stinking up the place. And it's not looking good for Dominic Solanke. I'm going to be honest. But the only thing that's making me like want to keep him is that he's got Ipswich. And Ipswich are dead food, man. Ipswich stink. They're so bad, right? That's the only reason why I kind of want to keep Dominic Solanke for that Ipswich at home game. But my word, this man, I'm watching you very closely, my friend. And I'm not going to lie, after that Ipswich game, you might be gone. I'm going to be real. You might be gone after that Ipswich game. Because you're just, you stink. As simple as that, bro. You stink. You absolutely stink. But let's talk about Manchester City. I don't know how to feel about this one, right? Erling Haaland. You know what? No, you know what? This is what I'm going to say, guys. I'm going to be honest, right? I'm going to say this. Erling Haaland, 1 goal. As someone who didn't triple captain Haaland, I'm very happy, right? I'm not going to lie. I'm very happy. I think, okay, now I wouldn't say I'm very happy because I wouldn't have minded if Haaland scored 2 goals. But I will say, I'm happy that I didn't use my triple captain in this game week. But here's my message to you guys that are watching this video. If you're someone that did triple captain Erling Haaland, this is my message to you, right? It wasn't a bad decision, right? Of course, the outcome is very bad. I will say this categorically. My opinion is that the triple captain, the score that you guys, you know, got from Haaland with triple captain is bad, right? It flopped massively. That's my honest opinion. I think 1 goal is terrible, right? Terrible, absolutely shocking, and I think you flopped massively, right? I'm going to be honest, and I hate to say that, but I think you flopped massively with that. And it's unlucky. But what I will say is that, look, a bad outcome doesn't mean a bad decision, right? You got very unlucky. I watched the game, I watched the highlights, and Erling Haaland could have had a hat-trick, right? He could have had a hat-trick. He could have even had 4 goals. There were so many times where Phil Foden set him up and he missed, right? Haaland should have scored probably 3 goals, and you got extremely lucky. And I will say this, a bad outcome doesn't mean a bad decision was made. And I think it was a very sort of logical decision to use the triple captain on Erling Haaland this week. Although I disagreed, although I thought it was better to use it in a double game week, because I just prefer using triple captains in a double game week, it did still make sense to use it in a game week like this against Southampton at home. It was a very good idea, and I think you were massively unlucky. And as I said, a bad outcome doesn't equal a bad decision. A big part of FPL is luck, right? A big part of FPL is luck. And for Haaland to have so many chances, he racked up 2.33 XG, guys. I didn't even see that, right? I'm just basing my opinion off what I saw off the highlights. Haaland could have had 3-4 goals. But look at that, man. We're talking about a bona fide world-class elite striker, right? Against one of the worst defenses in the Premier League at home. And he got 2.33 XG and he only got 1 goal. Come on, guys, man. That's really unlucky. So, look, I'll say this. If you're feeling down about that, it happens, man. As I said, it's just like FPL, is as much as it is sort of, there is an element of skill to FPL, but my word, a lot of it is just truly about luck, man. You need luck to go your way, and you're just very unlucky. You're very unlucky. I mean, when Erling Haaland scored a hat-trick against West Ham, he racked up an XG of 1.7. When he scored a hat-trick against Ipswich, he racked up an XG of 1.79. And then he only gets 1 goal from an XG of 2.33. That's absolutely crazy, man. So really unlucky. And my biggest frustration with Erling Haaland not getting sort of 2 or 3 goals in this game week was actually the fact that he cost Phil Foden points. Phil Foden, man, I think he could have walked away with like 2-3 assists from this game. He really could have. And if Erling Haaland put the chances in the back of the net, I think I could have maybe even hit almost 100 points, man, because Phil Foden blanked again, and that is another player. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel, man. Phil Foden, I mean, in fact, I do know how to feel. I'm upset, man. I'm upset. I'm frustrated. I'm annoyed, because back when I wildcarded in game week 6, it was between Cole Palmer or Phil Foden, and I picked Phil Foden. I picked Phil Foden because I wanted to be different. I wanted to go against the grain, and I thought at his ownership, there were serious gains to be made. And that transfer has absolutely flopped massively. It's flopped massively. Phil Foden, man. I mean, this was the banker. This was the game. Southampton at home. This was the game where I expected Phil Foden to absolutely smash it, and as a result, I would gain rank. But that did not happen. Phil Foden, it's another blank for him, and I know he got unlucky, but at the end of the day, I'm sorry, man, you're not cutting it. You are not cutting it in this team. It's another game, it's another blank for Phil Foden, and I'm just tired of this guy, man. I hold my hands up. I admit it. I got it wrong on Phil Foden. My God. I was pushing that Phil Foden propaganda. I was propping this man up. I was saying to everyone, go and buy Phil Foden, and that's got to be one of my stinkiest takes of this FPL season, man. Pushing that Phil Foden propaganda. I should be locked up for that, man. I should be locked up for that. And again, I'll hold my hands up and I'll say I'm sorry. If you watch my videos and you put Phil Foden in your team because of me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because that was a stinky, stinky transfer. And look, I don't think I'm going to sell Phil Foden because I've got players like Dominic Calvert-Lewin that I've got to deal with. So Phil Foden will last probably a week or two in my team. But after that, he's gone. I'm going to be honest, man, because he's not worth the money. He really, really isn't worth the money, man. But yeah, it's just been such a painful transfer. I'm not going to lie. It hurts. It hurts because... oh man, Cole Palmer has just been smashing it, bro. He's been smashing it. And I avoided Cole Palmer to put in Phil Foden, and it's backfired massively. But let's move on. Let's just move on, man. Look, I already spoke about Salah. That Liverpool-Arsenal game was absolutely fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed that game a lot. And yeah, Salah got the goal, which is very, very nice, man. Salah doing the business. Salah really is just, you know, time and time again, he just proves to be such a good FPL asset, man. He's so, so good. And this man is not going to ever leave my team. Right, I'm working towards something really, really nice, right? I'm cooking up something really, really nice, and you guys will see that in my transfer plans video, but this man isn't leaving my team. He's so, so good, so, so good. So, yeah, really, really happy with Mohamed Salah, man, and I do think the Arsenal injuries at the in their defence did help him, but of course, it was always going to be a tough game going away to Arsenal at the Emirates. So, yeah, I'm just really, really happy that Salah could score because I'm not going to lie, when Saka scored, I was like, oh, damn, that's so annoying, man, because I took out Bukayo Saka. But then I was so, so happy when I saw that Mohamed Salah scored because he is also getting the free bonus points as well. So he's actually going to outscore Saka this week, which is absolutely fantastic. And then we got the main man here, man, Bryan Mbeumo. I'm going to say this right now. Shout out to everyone that captained Bryan Mbeumo. If you did, big ups to you, man. I did say that in my team selection video that, you know, if you don't have Erling Haaland, then I think you should captain Mbeumo. And it absolutely paid off if you did, man. 2 goals for Bryan Mbeumo. And he's just proven once again how good he is for FPL, man. He's so, so good. I think he got another price rise yesterday. He's 7.7 million now. He started off at 7 million, which is insane. Like, yeah, this guy's just so, so good. The fixtures coming up are really, really good. But I'll tell you this, man. Brentford are just a crazy, crazy team to watch, man. Crazy, crazy team to watch. I think they're good going forward. They do create chances, but my word, defensively, they are so, so poor. But yeah, really, really entertaining game. And I'm just so happy I've got Bryan Mbeumo, man. He just continues to deliver week in, week out, and he's just, like I said, such a good FPL asset to own, man. So yeah, man, big ups to Bryan Mbeumo, man. What an absolute legend, man. If you don't have Bryan Mbeumo in your team, what on earth are you doing, bro? Like, seriously, you've got to have Bryan Mbeumo in your team. He's just so good. I actually don't know if this man will ever come out of my team. I really don't know because, like I said, he's just so good. So yeah, man, Bryan Mbeumo, man, what an absolute legend. And yeah, Smith Rowe as well. Again, another one of my players that got an assist. Really, really happy with that, man. Yeah, man, Smith Rowe, that was a really, really nice assist. He dribbled past like 3 or 4 players, which was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, man, that he almost did score as well. I watched that Everton Fulham game, and there was a cross, I think, where when Reece Nelson came on, by the way, he completely changed the game. I mean, he made an impact, man. He really did make an impact. Reece Nelson, when he came on, he was causing problems on that left-hand side. And there was one phase of play where he sort of whipped the ball into the back post to Iwobi, and Iwobi cut it back to Smith Rowe. And the defender, I think the defender sort of, he put Smith Rowe off, or the defender blocked it. I can't really remember it properly, but yeah, Smith Rowe was there and he was ready for the tap in, but I think the defender got a touch to it. It was so, so close, man. But yeah, Smith Rowe, man, really happy with the assist, and just happy to own him moving forward because I think he does have Brentford at home next, and Brentford's defense is so bad, bro. Brentford's defense is stinky, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, then we have, of course, Konate and Raya. We'll start off talking about those two. Didn't get any returns for those two, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really expect any returns from those two. And look, Salah scored. Salah's going to get 10 points, so I'm not really too mad. And of course, if Salah scores, it means that Raya wouldn't really do well. So I'm happy with that. And look, Konate blanked, but as I said, he's here for the long term. I don't think I'll take Konate out of my team for the entire season because I still rate Liverpool's defense really, really highly. So yeah, I mean, look, I wasn't really expecting much from Konate or Raya in this game. It is what it is. But yeah, they both blanked, and yeah, we move on. Pretty simple, to be fair. Like I said, wasn't really expecting much from those two. But yeah, it was a good game. There were a lot of chances for both teams. So I enjoyed that game, man, as a neutral and as someone that owned Mohamed Salah, of course. And then we've got 8 Nuri and Rico Lewis, man, getting the 6 points each. 8 Nuri coming in clutch with the goal. That's why we pay that money for 8 Nuri, man. That's why I bought 8 Nuri, for the attacking returns. Not so much for the clean sheets, but the attacking returns are certainly there. And I was really, really happy with 8 Nuri getting the goal, man. And the fixtures going forward look really, really good for 8 Nuri as well. So yeah, just so happy. I actually wasn't expecting much from this game, right? From 8 Nuri. Like, Brighton away, I think Brighton's attack is really, really good. So I did expect Wolves to concede, but for 8 Nuri to score is absolutely fantastic. It's a shame though. I feel like he deserves some bonus points, man. It is a shame that he won't get any bonus points, but look, it is what it is. At least he got the goal. I cannot really complain. And then we've got Rico Lewis, Man City finally getting the clean sheet at last. Rico Lewis getting some clean sheet points, which is really, really nice. So yeah, I'm pretty worried though. I feel like he's going to get benched pretty soon because he just continues to play. And I feel like because he's so young, he might need a rest or two. And I feel like if there is a match midweek, right, Spurs do play against Man City in the Carabao Cup. So I'm hoping Rico Lewis doesn't play that, because if he does play in that midweek game against Spurs, I am pretty scared that he'll get benched in the next game against Bournemouth. But we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, guys, man, I think this week was pretty decent. As I said, we'll end the week on 63 points after the bonus points gets added, which is really nice, as I said. And I just think, I'm hoping this is the start, right? I'm hoping this is the start of just constant green arrows. We need to improve now, because I think as weeks go on, you cannot afford to be sort of, you know, mingling around 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, right? Because as time goes on, it's going to get harder for you to sort of gain rank and gain on those people that are already above you, right? Because it is hard to sort of close a 50-point gap or 100-point gap. So I want to make sure I'm in the mix. I want to make sure, you know, that I'm still around 1 million. And then next week, I want another green arrow to like 500k, 700k, and then another green arrow again. We need to start being consistent. We need to start sort of just improving week after week after week, and I hope we can do that right now, because I think next week the team is looking decent, and you guys will see that in future upcoming videos. But look, with that being said, man, it was a crazy game week. It really was, and I didn't expect much from my team this game week, but you know what? I think it's been pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, man. 60 points in game week 9, 63 points in game week 9. I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be it for today's video. Yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, man. I do hope you did enjoy. And one thing I want to say, actually, before I do end is, sorry, I just still can't get over Calvert-Lewin. I just still have another quick thing to say, right? I really just, my cheap striker options have been really stinky since game week 1. You guys know I started game week 1 with Rodrigo Muniz. That failed massively. And then I transferred out Rodrigo Muniz and went to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and that's failed massively. I'm really hoping the next striker that I go to after Calvert-Lewin is going to do the job and is actually going to be a good FPL asset for me. I really don't hope I choose another player that's just going to stink up the place week after week after week. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just pretty frustrating, man, because I really wish I went for Chris Wood in game week 1, man. If I, like, the difference in points between Chris Wood and Rodrigo Muniz and Calvert-Lewin is absolutely crazy, man. I think I'd be ranked, like, near 100k if I pick Chris Wood in game week 1. But, look, hindsight's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. Hindsight is a beautiful thing. So it is what it is. Let's not dwell on the past for too long, and let's move forward. So yeah, that's going to be it now for today's video. I do hope you did enjoy the Game Week 9 reaction video. If you did, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it from me today. And yeah, I'm out, man. I'm out. Peace.